Welcome everyone. In the previous class, we have seen the structure of DNA. We already know that nucleic acids are of two types. Nucleic acids are of two types, the DNA, that is deoxyribose nucleic acid, and the next is RNA ribose nucleic acid. Previous class, we have seen the structure of DNA, that is it is made up of two strands, and here when the strand takes a turn, it will be the distance between the distance when it starts until it completes one turn, till it come here back. Then it is 34 angstroms. And in between the two base pairs, in between, if this is first base pair, AT, okay, then next will be GNC. So in between this, the space, this one, in between the space, this space is 3.4 angstroms. So 10 base pairs, 3.4 angstroms distance. So and the total distance of one big groove, it will be, that is one turn, it will be 34 angstroms. And we have said that it is a double stranded DNA. DNA is double stranded and the strands are anti-parallel to each other. Now the strands are made up of, that is the strands are made up of chain of nucleotides. Here in the structure of RNA, it is almost the same thing, that is the components which makes the DNA almost the same, that is DNA is made up of nucleotides and RNA is also made up of nucleotides. But as I already said you in the previous class, that DNA is double stranded. The commonly found DNA in most of the organisms, that is the DNA is double stranded. Okay, and RNA is single stranded. So the RNA is single stranded. RNA is always single stranded, that is only one strand will be there, and it is also a chain of nucleotides. It is also a chain of nucleotides. In this, each nucleotide, already discussed, nucleotide is made up of three things. Nucleotide is made up of, nucleotide is a small molecule. The small molecule is making a, that is small molecules of nucleotides are joining and forming a large chain, that is called as polymer. That large chain is called as polymer. So here it is a polymer of what? The chain, that is the polymer is made up of small units, and those small units are called as nucleotides. Those small units are nothing but nucleotides, and we have already seen each nucleotide, single nucleotide, one nucleotide is made up of three things: pentose sugar, phosphoric acid and nitrogenous base. Pentose sugar, phosphoric acid and nitrogenous base. Now here in this pentose sugar, we have, I have already drawn the structure. This is the oxygen with 4 carbons in a ring, and the fifth carbon is attached in the form of an R. The fifth carbon is in the form of an R. So if I number this, first, second, third, this fourth, and this is the fifth carbon. Okay, and here on this first carbon we have a nitrogenous base. On the first carbon we have a nitrogenous base, and here on this fifth carbon we have one phosphate attached. So this is each nucleotide. This is one complete nucleotide. It is made up of this pentose sugar, this one, phosphoric acid, this one, and nitrogenous base, this one. So this is one nucleotide which is made up of three things, that is nitrogenous base, pentose sugar, this one, and this phosphoric acid. So now coming to this pentose sugar, we will take up this later, a little later on, but coming to this pentose sugar, here this pentose sugar, in DNA we have seen at third carbon we have an OH group. At third carbon in deoxyribose sugar, at third carbon there is OH group, and all others, here also H, here N, here again H, like this will be there. But in ribose, the only difference here is in DNA, deoxyribose sugar, here it was hydrogen, only one OH group was there. But in case of ribose sugar, in this pentose sugar, which sugar will be finding? Ribose sugar. In DNA it was deoxyribose, in RNA it is ribose sugar. Okay, this ribose sugar, and the difference between this ribose and deoxyribose is, in deoxyribose at third carbon there was only one functional group, that is OH. Here it was hydrogen group only. But in case of ribose sugar, at second carbon also we have an OH group. At second carbon also we have an OH group. In DNA it was only H and this OH. But in ribose sugar, in this ribose sugar, at the second carbon as well as at the third carbon we have two OH functional groups. Okay, we have two hydroxy functional groups. OH groups are there. In DNA only one OH group was there, and this one was H. But here in this ribose sugar we have two functional groups, two OH functional groups are present. So this is the structure of ribose sugar. This is the structure of ribose sugar. Okay, and phosphoric acid, we all know the structure of phosphoric acid, that is 2,1 this. It is double bond O. That is H3PO4. That is the formula is H3PO4. And here in nitrogenous base, there is little difference in DNA and RNA. Here this is the first difference is this, the presence of two OH functional group. Okay, now nitrogenous base pairs. We already said nitrogenous base pairs are of two types. First is purine and second is pyrimidine. Nitrogenous bases are of two types, purines and pyrimidines. Adenine, guanine. These two are the purines. Thymine, cytosine and uracil. These are the three pyrimidines. Pyrimidines is of three types, purines is of two types. Okay, but in one nucleic acid we find only two purines and two pyrimidines. In DNA it was adenine, guanine as purine, thymine and cytosine as pyrimidines. Thymine and cytosine as pyrimidine in DNA. Now in RNA, this thymine will be replaced by uracil. Instead of thymine in RNA, it will be uracil. In DNA, A was always pairing with T, G is always pairing with C. That is adenine pairs with thymine, cytosine pairs with guanine. But here in RNA, instead of thymine, adenine always pairs with uracil. In RNA, adenine always pairs with uracil. Adenine always pairs with uracil. So when adenine is there, there will be uracil. Thymine will not be present. In RNA, in the base pairs, we have in purines adenine and guanine, whereas in pyrimidines we have cytosine and uracil. Thymine is replaced by uracil in this one, in RNA. So the two differences, okay, one is presence of two OH functional group in the ribose sugar, pentose sugar, whereas in DNA it was only one at the third. Here it was not OH, it was only hydrogen was there. Now instead of hydrogen, here on the second carbon also we have an OH functional group. And the thing is, the next difference is In the pyrimidines, purines are the same, phosphoric acid is the same. In the pyrimidines, instead of thymine, we have uracil in RNA. Instead of thymine, we have uracil in RNA. Okay, so now adenine always pairs with uracil, guanine always pairs with cytosine. So this is the same, only difference is pairing of adenine with uracil instead of thymine, and instead of hydrogen group, it is OH group at the second carbon of the furanose ring. So these three together, that is the pentose sugar, this one, then the nitrogenous base, it can be adenine, it can be guanine, it can be cytosine, it can be thymine, because nitrogenous bases are 4. Okay, so this nitrogenous base, instead of N, I can write A. It can be adenine, or else it can be guanine, or else it can be cytosine, or else it can be uracil. So this nitrogenous base, pentose sugar, and this phosphoric acid H3PO4, this together make one nucleotide. This together make one nucleotide in RNA. So this is one nucleotide. So that like this, many nucleotides will make a polymer. Like this, many nucleotides will make a polymer. For example, if I name this as first, again same like this will be the second, same like this will be third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So this is a polymer. So this first nucleotide, second nucleotide, third nucleotide, fourth nucleotide, fifth nucleotide, sixth nucleotide, all of them joining together. All of them joining together make one big molecule. This is the small molecule which is nothing but nucleotide. Okay, so many small nucleotides will combine and form a big molecule, that is nothing but polymer. That is nothing but polymer. So here this RNA and DNA, both of them are polymers of nucleotides. Both of them are big molecules of small units called as nucleotide. The only difference between RNA and DNA is in the pentose sugar, in second carbon also there is one OH group, and in this pyrimidine, instead of thymine, they have uracil. Adenine always pairs with uracil. This is the only difference. Okay, so both of them, DNA and RNA, they are the polymers of nucleotides. Now coming to the different types of RNA. We have three types of RNA. We have three types of RNA. I said you, DNA in our body acts as the genetic material, whereas RNA helps in the synthesis of proteins. The main function of RNA is to synthesize proteins. Okay, so to synthesize proteins, we have three different types of RNA. So the first one is mRNA. We designate it with small letters. Okay, M. RNA always capital, DNA all the three letters D and A, all them are capital. So here this is the first type of RNA, that is mRNA. Then we have tRNA, the second type, and the third type is rRNA. RNA is of three different types: mRNA, tRNA and rRNA. mRNA is also called as messenger RNA. mRNA is also called as messenger RNA. tRNA is also called as transfer RNA, and rRNA is also called as ribosomal RNA. rRNA is also called as ribosomal RNA. So RNA is of three types. Okay, the first type is mRNA, which is messenger RNA. The second is tRNA, which is transfer RNA, and the third is rRNA, which is nothing but ribosomal RNA. Now coming to the function, what they do? This mRNA, it brings information from DNA to synthesize proteins. Our body needs proteins to function. For that is different activities will be going on in our body, excretion, respiration, digestion, circulation, all these many functions will be carried out in our body, and to carry out all those functions our body needs proteins. Continuous proteins are being made in our body, because for doing all the work we require enzymes and all. So for formation of enzymes we require proteins. So there is continuous synthesis of proteins almost when it is required, when the process is going on. For doing that process proteins are required, so our body needs to synthesize proteins. Okay, so who will synthesize protein? This RNA will synthesize protein. How it will synthesize? DNA is the genetic material. It gives the information that what protein has to be made. Okay, DNA will give the information and RNA will take that information from the DNA and convert it into a protein. So for carrying out respiration, a protein is required. For carrying out respiration, for example, a protein is required. Okay, so for formation of protein, first DNA should give the code. DNA should give the code that this type of protein should be made in order to perform this function. Okay, as DNA is the genetic material, it will only give the orders, it will only tell what is to be done. Okay, so the DNA will give the information to RNA and RNA will synthesize the protein. So RNA will synthesize proteins with the help of these three types. Okay, first one is mRNA. It brings the information. I said you DNA gives the information that what protein has to be made. So that bring information from DNA will be brought by mRNA. The information from DNA will be will get by mRNA. So mRNA function is to bring information from DNA so that it can synthesize protein. Next is, it is a connecting link between DNA and proteins. This mRNA is the connecting link because proteins has to be formed, and who give the information that which protein has to be formed? DNA. So in between DNA, that is protein, and this DNA, who is the link between this mRNA? Because it is taking the information from this DNA and helping in the formation of the protein. The next is tRNA. So it transfers amino acid. In our cytoplasm, amino acids will be present. Okay, so that amino acids from cytoplasm will be transferred to certain place where protein will be synthesized. Proteins will be synthesized at certain places at certain sites. So amino acid will be, for example, if this is the amino acid, the protein will be synthesized here. Formation of protein or synthesis of protein will be here. So this amino acid from the cytoplasm has to be taken to this place where protein will be formed. So this transfer of this amino acid from cytoplasm to place where proteins will be synthesized, this is done by tRNA, that is transfer. It transfers the amino acid from cytoplasm to the site where the proteins will be synthesized. And the third type of RNA is rRNA, that is ribosomal RNA. This RNA will synthesize the protein. It will bring the message that what type of protein has to be made, and to make the protein we require amino acid, because proteins are made up of amino acid. So it will bring the message from DNA, and they will bring this transfer RNA will bring the amino acid. So by taking this amino acids and the message from the DNA, the rRNA will synthesize the proteins. By the help of these proteins only we are able to function, we are able to carry out various activities of our body. No protein synthesis, no activities in our body. So this is very important aspect. So for our body to synthesize, DNA should give the information which protein has to be made, and RNA will be making the proteins. Okay, so for making the proteins we have mRNA, tRNA and rRNA. These are the 3 types of RNA. Now how they will make, everything will be seen. I have just given you this just summary of this. Now we will see in detail how this whole process will be carried out. Okay, the next class we will see that.